Having to work with a small kitchen as a home baker can be a little bit of a challenge, but in the meantime, that's what we have. So we work with what we have and trust God to bless us with something spacious and something better in the future. Welcome back to the Shami's Kitchen, where we make amazing meals and bake amazing cakes. And literally today we are in the Shami's Kitchen. So in today's video, I decided to share with you this beautiful space that I create amazing food and also bake the best cakes that you've been seeing me post online. When I was looking for a house when I needed to shift, because I came from a smaller space, the one thing that I considered the most was a spacious kitchen, because I'd started because I'd started just started my baking business, and two, because the space that I was using was very small, even for my normal cooking. So one thing that I was considering the most was at least like an extra counter to work on. And also I was considering the shelves, the spaces that for storage, because what I hate is just having everything on top of the counter. Of course, it had to be within my budget. I couldn't go all out and get those amazing kitchens that we have nowadays. So I had to stick within my budget. And when I saw this kitchen, I fell in love with it because it had the storage that I wanted. And also it had that extra counter for me to work on, not just the sink counter, but an extra counter that I will show you, where I do most of my preparations and my baking and all that. So, and also it comes with balcony, and this definitely was a plus, because that means if I have guests and I want to cook with charcoal, or I want to do some extra things there, that space I can use it. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you what I got, what I've been working with for the last around 3.5 to 4 years, I think 4 years now, and as a home baker. It's not much, but as we said in the beginning of this video, we work with what we have, trusting God for a bigger space because we trust God for growth. So this is the sink area. It has like the sink, the washing area, and the tap is like Mambo Zamani. It's not like the new version, it's just, but it works. And then we have this counter, like a small counter where you put and dry your utensils, but there's that tray there for aesthetics and also for just serving tea and everything. I love these, love these. This is like a small kettle that I got. It has 6 cups and some saucers. I love it. It's just like, it's some vintage. It has that vintage touch, and this is my favorite cup. If you've seen my videos, you know that this cup is something that even in this house people know that that's my cup. I love aesthetics. I love beautiful things. And then this is I don't know if you see it. This is something that I improvised. I put my wickles, I put there my sieves, and I put there also my baking stuff there for the whisk. And what else do I put there? Like some stuff there. I improvised this. This came with a hand mixer. I bought it in Kampunji with as a hand mixer. It is these Chinese things, but the mixer didn't even last for a week. Like, it got spoiled within a week. So I improvised that through the mixer, because I didn't want to just start taking it to the fundi, because I know that will just complicate things and even take more of my money. But yeah, that's where I store my cups after they've dried. My plates on the top is the plastic cups, and then the normal cups. There is this other place where I store in the sitting room, like it comes with a house, where I store the other utensils, the ones at least that I don't use that much. So that's one of the storage for the kitchen. So down here, it's a small space, like near the sink, where I have my gas cylinder, and also I have that stool where I put the water that I can use in case I'm not using the tap water, or the tap water is not there, although we don't have a lot of water problems here. And then now there's this space under the sink. Yeah, this is where I store my baking trays and my baking tins. I'll let you know a story when you watch my next videos. There's a story about these baking tins. They were a blessing from somebody. There are so many, and That's why I store them. Still haven't found a better place for to keep them, because they don't like fit into each other. So there's so many, there's so many in there. I don't know if you can see all of them. There's so many, so many. So these are the curtains that I use in my kitchen. I got them in Isili. They were a little bit like affordable. I didn't go all out. And yeah, they suit my kitchen. I love them. They bring out a very bright, a nice and bright like touch to my kitchen. So those are the curtains. I love them. I have this space here that's like something that I've fixed for hanging, a hanging place where I've put my big sieves, my big spoons, and all that. These are my baking cups, measuring cups for baking, and then I have that as a scraper, my oven gloves, and that's about it for that space. Down here is definitely a cooker. So this is my working counter, like my cooking counter, where I have the 4 burner. Mine is just a 4 burner. And down there it's the oven. Comes with the oven. It's just the basic kind of cooker. And then I have my mats. I love these mats. Got them in Kamkunji. Yeah, they're very nice. They bring the aesthetics to the kitchen. I have this table that I added to the kitchen to put my instant cooker. I have this instant cooker, which is very important. Like for me, it does amazing things. I boil my beans within 15 to 30 minutes. And then depending on how much I've soaked, and then I put the extra things like the jug, my thermos and all that. And then I have my sieve there, and then I also put here, down here I put like extra sufurias, extra basins and all that. And also I have that mtungi for water. So now we move on. This side is where now the door that heads to the balcony. Beside the table is my little fridge, which I've improvised. Like I didn't want it to stay down there because I just didn't like it down there where I bend to open the fridge. So it's a small fridge, and I'm trusting God for a bigger one, because with baking I truly need. Actually, this was my business fridge. It wasn't the house fridge. It was just for the business to store my cakes and all that. Still does when I'm baking. And then I went to the fundi, told the fundi to like custom make this for me, where I've placed the fridge for it at least to be on top. I don't have to bend to open the fridge. And also down there, that place is not lost because I store like right now I've stored some viazis there, and also like some of my groceries and all that, the things that I want to put down there. So it serves also as an extra storage. And then on top of the fridge is my microwave, my egg tray. So now this is the counter that I was talking about. Don't know if you'll see the length of it. That's the whole counter. And then we have the opening for like when you want to pass food to the kitchen. So this is the counter. This is where I truly like I work, I bake my cakes, I prepare my like all those things, onions and everything when I want to, my ingredients and everything. So like what is it called, I don't know how it's called, but this stuff that I put my spoons, I put my knives, and serves that me very good. So this cup, if you've watched my video, you know I was gifted by a friend, and it's customized cup. You see, that is the Shami Bakes for my company. And then this is me there, one of the photos of me wearing the baking attire. I love it and appreciate that person very much. I have my electric kettle, I have my toaster. This toaster, I have it for like I bought it in Nakumat way back. It's old. This is Moulinex. It's a very nice Moulinex from France. I hear there's Moulinex from China, but these, I bought them from Nakumat way back. We used to work in Nakumat some time back in my younger years. And I bought these two around like 10 years ago. They are still serving me, no problem. I've never taken them to the fundi. And they are very nice, very efficient, especially that blender. I use it almost every day because for me, my kids don't eat nyanya. They don't eat tomatoes. Like when they see tomatoes, when you cut tomatoes and then they see it in the food, they can't eat that food. They start removing and all that. So for me, I have to blend my tomatoes, and that's what I use. So I use it on a daily, and this is the toaster. Also, I use it more for most of our breakfast. Yeah. And then here I improvised this small shelf. It's with this plastic thingy, and where I place I put my spices, spices jars, like these ones, which I bought also, and also the ones from the supermarket. Those that's my it's like a shelf for my spices down there. And then the second one is for cake decorators or whatever stuff like that. Like this one are the sprinkles. These are the colors. I have the essence there, the small essence. I have my baking powder. I have my cupcake papers. And yeah, on top here is just a small thing where I put my cake toppers, my ribbon, my sellotape, staplers, and all that. Just a small, and also the big, what do we call it? Like the big, like the vanilla essence and everything. So that's about it for that space. And then for those who have watched my videos, they know I used to have a bakery. I'd open a bakery for a short while. So this was a cupcake stand for the bakery. I loved it. Still using it here when I have guests or I've baked like cupcakes. I normally or cupcakes and stuff like that. Bake some pastries. I place them there, serve them on the table, just put them around this space. So I bought these in House of Leather. Yeah, I loved it. Just saw it and I loved it. Bought it in House of Leather, and also of course my jam for the kids and all that. And then this is the serviette stand. I don't have the big serviette that's supposed to fit there, so I'm just using it for this small serviette. And then as I told you, this is the small window that leads to the living room. And then I have that table. On top of this counter we have this space where I put my tea leaves, my green tea, my cocoa, my sugar, my salt, the stuff that I use daily to cook. And then there is this, I know people wonder, who come to my house, they wonder if I promote prestige. For bakers, you use prestige most of the time, because most of these containers, I don't throw them away, I reuse them. Like this one is homemade. These two are homemade peanut butter, as you've seen. And then this is the this is prestige. Now the margarine itself for the bread and home use. And then on top there, it's where I place some extra stuff that I don't use, or the cling film and baking papers. And that's about it for that space. That's where it's an extra space up here next to this window. And then there I put my hand mixer. And these are cake dummies that I'm supposed to decorate for Christmas. I hope I get to do that and share that with you guys. And then some extra stuff. You see those tins, I've improvised them. I put there my letters for decorating for fondant, and also fondant, extra fondant that has remained, my spray bottles, and my kids' tins for school. So here, beside this counter, back here, this is behind the door now. This is where I put my dustbin. Yeah, my dustbin. I love that because it closes, and the dustpan and all that. And then I put my aprons up there. And then also I put my shopping bag. This is the foldable shopping bag. I love it. So that's right about it. Under this counter, I have this space where I put my cooking oil and this set of sufurias and pan. And down there, just some extra stuff that I use. This is where I there's this, I don't know if you'll see the entire thing, but now the counter comes like that. So there's this door where I put some stuff there, let's say some shopping that has remained and everything. And then this is where I put the extra plastics and stuff, bottles and all that mostly I don't use. So for this counter, I had put contact paper. As you can see, this is contact paper. And is it called counter paper or contact paper? I don't know. This I put it, and then because I use this space for a lot of things and also for chapati making and all that, I guess I cut it and then it started to peel and it started looking bad. Actually, I want to remove all of it and then put either a nice contact paper or just like change this entire place if I get the money to do that. Right next to the fridge and next to the door, I've put this stand for my grocery. And for the tomatoes, I put them inside the fridge. So I put the carrots, and as you've seen, the potatoes, I put them under the fridge. So the carrots and also the onions, the garlic and all that, ginger and everything. So this one, I got it, I just loved it. I know it's a strainer, but I improvised it to use it as a fruit basket. So that's it for today's video. That's about it for this kitchen tour and how I've arranged my kitchen. And kindly consider subscribing and consider watching more videos that I've created in this kitchen, the bakes and the pastries. I've made a lot, around 160 videos on this channel. So consider going to watch them, see how I do all that here. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button, because there is another video coming of how I started my baking journey. So consider subscribing, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that notification so that you get notified when I post another video. So bye bye for today, and mwah.